Most people are busy chasing yesterday's pumps, but right now there's a new wave of meme coins exploding, and one of them might be the next 𝗘𝗪𝗥. And so in this video, I'm going to show you 13 of the top pumping meme coins on the market right now, from high caps to the most overlooked low caps. At the end, I will also reveal why Troll is looking like the main character of this part of the cycle. So do me a favor, press that like button, subscribe, get onto Axiom, and let's get onto it. There's no time to waste. Firstly, my friends, we got WIF. I told everyone this is the accumulation range for WIF, from between 500 million and 298 million. This was the accumulation range. If you didn't scoop WIF here, you can still buy it low. WIF will go to billions and billions in market cap. Don't forget WIF. It's one of the most important meme coins of this entire cycle. What happened here is, I'll repeat again, resistance in January 13th, resistance throughout February 15th and until the 20th. And now it came, that resistance turned into support all throughout March, broke below and stayed on this range. Whales have been scooping WIF. Check the addresses that have been buying WIF. Massive whales that missed it on the first round, and now it broke above that resistance, and that's when WIF is ready to start that rocket ship launch. I think the top's gonna be, the first resistance gonna be around 3 billion, 3.2 billion. Okay, you can still get something close to a 7x until then. If you're listening and you're a big whale and you have some liquidity, look, deep pool here, $10 million. You can get where else in the world can you get a 7x? And this thing can rip in like 2 months. Now let's reevaluate the chart. There's going to be some resistance here. Let's not lie. There's going to be some resistance a little bit above that 1 billion market cap, because it was support all throughout September and October. It almost touched as support as well, 1.5 billion market cap range in July 2024. But when this gets broken, there's your second entry. So what I think happens is not much resistance from 500 mil to 1.3. Then it touches this, and then it goes and finds a resistance again. And then we will talk about other levels once we start getting close to our targets. But you have to be bullish WIF. How can you not? This is the second biggest dog meme coin on Solana after Bonk. You have to be bullish. Now, 𝗘𝗪𝗥𝗧 is a big reason for all of us to celebrate, because I've been talking about it since the bottom here, and we reach our first take profit target, which is 150 million market cap. I told everyone it's gonna go to 150 mil, 150 mil, 150 mil, bang, and we broke through it like it was nothing and reached exactly that next level that I pointed out. Look, it's all painted because I've been talking about this chart since forever, and this is the next resistance, which is where we're at, which is close to the top, but I don't think it's going to offer much resistance, especially with how good Bitcoin looks. And we're going to go straight to 300 mil next on 𝗘𝗪𝗥𝗧𝗏. 𝗘𝗪𝗥𝗏𝗧 is one of the best and most important looking charts on Solana. Again, if you have like deep pockets, look at this liquidity, beautiful chart. And we're just going to go straight to 300 mil. I mean, that's what CoinTalk is all about. Like, it's all about like catching bottoms and catching W's, big W's, day after day after day after day. Even if you were late, like you could have bought here. I told you guys, it's a good buy at 120 mil, and now it's 170 mil. Even if you were late, you could still get, 50% on your money. You could be up 50%. This is the thing, buy winners, buy coins that are moving. Don't stay there trading 100K market caps, okay? That's dangerous. There's only few exceptions, but just be careful. The winners always keep winning. It's called reflexivity. Now, another winner that keeps on winning, one of my favorites, one of the best communities, it's honestly sad that other YouTubers and other traders and influencers don't support these guys, is AWR. These guys deserve to win massively, okay? One of the best and most underrated communities in all of Solana. Again, it's gonna be a 10x. It's already a 5x. Everyone who's been watching my show, you scooped the lows, you should be up 5x, okay? And we're gonna go to 10 million. There's nothing else to add on AWR. And now I'm convinced we're then gonna go to 20 million and beyond. Very simple, one of the best communities. These are all real people in the real world. They're forming a cult. It's called All Will Retire. It's pretty funny. Everyone's saying on Solana, oh yeah, you need to buy a coin and hold it, stop trading, start believing. There's your coin. I've been like telling everyone for like 2 months, this is your coin, okay? So shut up and buy AWR. Then my secret gem, make the L, okay? LAR AI. This is a hidden gem. I know some stuff about this coin, I'm not gonna say, but I told you guys to buy at 200, 300, or okay, 2 million is a joke. I think this is gonna go much higher. Just go on the website and use it. It's an advanced platform for trading and analyzing emerging trends. The major trend is meme coins. The best website where everyone can go and analyze the trends on the most important narrative of the cycle is valued at 800K. Think how much Kaito is worth. Think how much Cookie.fun went. Okay, let's look at Cookie's chart. Cookie is sitting at 56 million market cap, and the top was 500 million. The top was 500 million market cap. This is better than Cookie because it's not talking about AI, it's talking about memes, which is they're more important, they're bigger, and all these AI coins they're all meme coins. Anyways, look at this coin that launched. Look, you You can see the influencers that are buying this. You can see the market cap. You can see, you know, all the smart wallets buying. This is basically they're taking the Kaito thing, but they're opening it wide open. All I'm gonna say is this call, I'm like super sure is gonna end up very well. I'm using the website every single day. It's really good for finding gems. My best hyperliquid call so far, buddy. I don't want to be arrogant, okay? I want to be humble. 1 times support, 2 times support, 3 times support. This, I told you guys on this day, this is when you buy buddy. It's right here. Look, bang, it exploded. It found some difficulty at this first resistance, which is normal. That's why I draw this line. And now the second resistance. What do you think happens after this thing breaks? Resistance here, the third time when it breaks. There's 2 possibilities. Possibility 1, straight to 20 million market cap, rocket ship, explosion. Buddy, mega W. Possibility 2, it explodes, retouches, and then rocket ship to 20 million market cap. And then the third possibility, which if you're listening to this video, you should pray that God gives you this possibility. It comes back here and then rocket ship to 20 million market cap. If you want this in your sideline, you better pray really hard because memes on Hyperliquid will go absolutely nuclear. And I'm the only guy on all of like YouTube, the only KOL telling you guys, and it's not just going to be buddy. Watch my previous videos where I lay out the best Hyperliquid memes. And there is no competition on Hyperliquid. There's no one trading there. Okay, it's much easier. All you have to see is like, what are the top 3 or 5? Okay, let me buy a little bit of each. And you're gonna do 50x's, 20x's, 10x's. Now, another one I called, I think 2 days ago. Look at this bottom, look at this trend line. Very similar to buddy, very similar to SSE, which is also still bullish. Look, 1 times, 2 times, 3 times support. This is the first resistance. Look, resistance here 1 times, resistance here 2 times, support here, support here, support here, resistance here. It will find some difficulty here. If it doesn't, it's even more bullish because it's just gonna go straight to 40 million market cap. It's still at 14. Do you want like a 5x, a 4x? Here you go, collect. This is not even a meme coin. This is like a legit project. This looks like a very serious project. The chart looks perfect. This chart is perfection. It's the 3rd touch on support and the price is still close to it. Buying here at 10 million or 14 million, I mean, there's not much of a difference. It looks perfect. And yeah, I do think collect is still a good buy. When you get 3 touches on trend line that's upward moving, where you get look higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, this is when you buy at support. These charts usually are very explosive. This reminds me of Altcoins. This reminds me again of SSE and other charts. Now on to the next, 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗙𝗧𝗏. Another great call from yesterday. Here's what happened. Price was here and I told you guys to buy at support here at 14 million. All you had to do is leave limit orders and then it exploded. And obviously these patterns, they happen again and again. This was resistance, and it came and touched close to this level, which is obvious. Is it a good buy here? I think it's a good buy here. And I think you should leave some limit orders a little bit closer to this 13 million market cap. I would leave it a little bit higher, like maybe here at 15, maybe another one below 15, another one at 16. And here's what you do. You go on Axiom. Okay, I want to buy if it comes slightly below 15, like 14.9. You click on the amount you want to buy. I want to buy 10 SOL. You can even come here on this line and you can do it not manually, but do it percentage wise. Oh, I want to buy on a 20% dip, which I don't think is going to happen. You select the amount and then you click buy. Axiom makes it easy. This is how you catch these meme coins. They move aggressively. Sometimes you're asleep or you're not paying attention and the dip happens and it only lasts 10 minutes. Those are the 10 minutes where you're having lunch. It happened to me once, and you can also take profits and not be looking at the chart. You can come here, sell, and you can go on sell above at a certain level. You can even set to sell only the initials, for example. There's a link down below. Join me on Axiom. Eventually, when I open my private group, only my Axiom referrals are going to get in and start trading using limit orders. You need to use limit orders on meme coins to catch those dips, to catch those perfect entries where it goes slightly below support, for example. On to the next, Fartcoin. Fartcoin is leading Altcoin, 𝗘𝗫𝗖𝗛𝗙, PP etc. It's leading all of this meta. It's still on target. So I'm going to go to that 1.5 billion market cap. Remember when we were here below that 376 million market cap zone and all selling everyone? Fartcoin is the most important meme coin right now. It's leading the entire meme coin altcoin market. Then we went, resistance here, back to support. I told you guys, this is your entry. We're going to go straight to a billion market cap. We went, look, these lines that are here, I drew these lines like before all of this happened. And then it came and touched support again, which was this line. Found no resistance at a billion market cap. It just went straight through it like butter. And now Fartcoin is going to go to 1.5. There's really not much to add. If you want the highest liquidity trade, if you're listening to this and you have millions of dollars and want to trade a meme coin with millions of dollars, what I would do is wait for that pullback and then catch a 50% trade on Fartcoin. But I do think with Bitcoin moving like this, eventually, if you're patient, you can grab 115% on that second resistance that's going to be at 2 billion market cap, which is the candle close of the all-time high. But Fartcoin is leading. You have to watch Fartcoin and Bitcoin every single day because Fartcoin is leading the altcoin meme coin market. Now, dark. I told you guys to leave limit orders today here, just in case it pulled back deeper. I actually thought it was going to pull back deeper. But look, as I was saying, this is where you enter first, is the support line. This line has been here even before, like when this was at all-time highs, the support line was already here. here, okay? Because look, support here, some resistance here. So the likelihood of these coins, when they're here and I'm drawing these support lines, people think I'm crazy, but the likelihood of them always pulling back to support is very high. So again, Axiom, limit order, wait a few days, go to sleep. Then you wake up, your limit order gets hit and you're up 3x on your money. This is an amazing chart. Look at how bullish the market is. And people want this supercharged AI for whatever reason. Here's your next entry on your supercharged 𝗘𝗥𝗧𝗙𝗘𝗥 AI. Ooh, sounds creamy, huh? I think this is the entry. Look, resistance, 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 support, 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 resistance, resistance, support. Right between here. If you're looking for a dark entry, I think it's accumulation range. 28, 24. Again, go on Axiom and stack a bunch of limit orders. And then if you stack like 4, maybe 3 get hit. Always leave one a little bit lower, just in case a whale decides to ruin the chart. The liquidity is good. The narrative is good. AI. Dark is one of the baddest, biggest players right now on the market. And it's obviously a player we need to pay attention to. But again, like I said yesterday, always be prepared for the worst case scenario. I told you guys, stack limit orders here between this 10 and 9 million market cap range, but it's at support, so buy with a certain percentage. The market's so bullish that these coins are not even going to those second levels. They're just bouncing at support and bouncing extremely hard. Now, RFC, look, I wouldn't buy here because it's dangerous. I am buying here the touch of support, looking like a good buy. It went below support, 30 million. People laughed at me when the price was here pumping. I said 30 million is my entry. They said I was an idiot. It went all the way to 140 million. And now look where it's at. It's at 30 million. This is your entry. Like, be patient. They always pull back. Always. Don't buy the hype. Don't buy FOMO. Ever. It went below. This is not my buy. It broke. And now it's doing the retouch of support, which this is a very typical thing with meme guys. Goes a little bit below, then shows it's back alive, touches support, and then it goes. But honestly, 37 is a good buy on RFC. From here, from 37 into the next range of resistance, you can get anywhere from 113 to 150. Okay, you can get a 2.5x on your money on RFC on a good liquidity coin. Elon has interacted with this account. On to the next. Wizard, another great call from yesterday. Look, it was at support. Look, I marked support and I was like, buy here, and pray it touches again, and it went and almost touched it again. You got a set, you had a second entry there, then it pumped. Look, we're at almost 7 million market cap. Resistance was this 8 million level, which is the 0.6 fib extension. And what I think is dark, I think dark's gonna go to 18 million. And so until there, we can get still a 6x. But from here, you can get 160% trade. That's what I think. I wouldn't just buy it if you're sidelined on Wizard. I would buy and then set limit orders on Axiom. There's a link down below, close to this 5.49 million market cap range. This is a good place to stack limit orders because look, resistance here, support here, support here, support here. This is a good level. Stack some limit orders here around this level, close to it, a little bit above, a little bit below, and all you have to do is go on Axiom. There's a link down below, stack your limit orders. But I would start entering here and then stacking some orders just in case it goes a little bit deeper. But Wizard, one of the biggest, highest performers on chain. We had wave 1, 2, and then wave 4, which is unnatural, unusual, but extremely bullish. Now corrected, bounced perfectly from support, very, very high strength, and now we're gonna go, I think, to 18 million market cap. Then one that I'm not a big fan of, but look, 𝗘𝗫𝗧𝗏. Remember 𝗘𝗫𝗏? It went to 700, almost 800 million market cap. It's currently sitting at 70 mil. Major support line, turned into resistance twice, got broken. It's bullish. That's beautiful on 𝗘𝗫𝗏. That's beautiful. So here's what we need to see. A pump, a retouch, that's when you buy, okay? I wouldn't buy here. I need to see a clear break above this resistance. Honestly, it might be a good entry here. It might be. But what I would do is wait a few more hours. Let me see the price go sideways and then I would enter. But it does look like a good entry, to be honest. This is the typical thing. We saw the break above, the retouch, and now let's see if it starts moving higher. Let's look at the levels on 𝗘𝗫𝗏. There's a level here at 279, 280. There's going to be a major level here right around very close to 500 mil. And then the top. I'm not that bullish. I don't think it's going to go that high. As of now, my opinion may change next week. But it could be a good trade to 200 mil. A 4x. If you want a 4x with deep liquidity, 𝗘𝗫𝗏 might be it. As of now, the chart's looking good. There's a possibility there's a deeper pullback to 44 million. And that's why I wouldn't buy it here. I need to see if this thing holds or if we're going to go and get this. So I need some more time. But important to pay attention to 𝗘𝗫𝗏. It might surprise us. Makes great music, by the way. Now, troll. I wanted to give you guys this entry, but man, this is so bull. Yesterday, I was like, buy here. And I said 18 million is our first day profit. It breached 18 million like it's nothing. And it went straight to 25 mil. Look at how bullish this is. Like the second wave is so strong. As I was saying, look, let's reevaluate the troll chart. This is looking like wave 1. Whatever this is going to end up looking like is going to be wave 2. And then we're still going to get a third wave. And so that means that the entire second wave could be to 40 million. And that means the third wave will lead us where? 180? Wow. This is the 10,000x I was talking about, okay? There's people who are gonna make a 10,000x on Troll. And this is a legit meme, like recognizable, beautiful meme, beautiful meme. Thank you FOMO for giving us this amazing opportunity to make this much money on a coin, but it's looking beautiful. Barely pulled back. I told you guys, top blessed. I rarely say top blessed, but on this one, you just have to top blessed. So here's what I would do when it comes to Troll right now. There's this resistance level, and then there's also the previous top, which is 11.3. I don't think it's gonna go there, but we have to mark this level. Sorry, this chart looks messy, but if you've been seeing since yesterday, you probably get what's happening here. Here's what I would do. Resistance here, previous stop, support, support, support. I would leave a limit order on Axiom at 11.5, 11.6, just in case, okay? I would come here, limit, 100 SOL, all the way to 11.5, 11.6. Is this gonna hit? I don't think so, but you should leave a limit order. Let's say a mega whale, the price corrects, comes to this other line, which is 15 million, and he just nukes the chart, bang, and it comes here for 2 seconds. Can you imagine how much money you can make on these trades? This is why you always leave limit orders on your meme coin trades, always. All it takes is one whale, and you're up to 3x in seconds. Leave a limit order here if you're looking to enter. And then the other place to leave limit orders is just slightly below that 15 mil, okay? Close to these two candle closes here from yesterday, okay? Resistance, resistance. So the other level is right here, 14.7, 15.1. I would also leave one at 15.6. This is the other level to put your limit orders. I know the chart doesn't look like it's gonna go there, but it's an interesting thing, okay? Could be a top, 25 mil. This candle might make a lower high, and then we might see a touch here, okay? And then worst case scenario, we see that touch here, okay? Even deeper. But that's actually the best case scenario if you're positioned like I'm saying. But that's what I'm seeing on Troll. I hope you pray for a pullback on Troll, because this thing looks like the best chart in crypto right now. We had our entire wave 1, and now we're doing the wave 2. The wave 2 is always the biggest, and then we're going to have third wave, so things are looking very good. Look, 1, we're on the second. This might be the pullback, and then we're going to get a third. Maybe it goes to 30 million, maybe it goes to 40 million. Let's see where this entire second wave ends up. But the wave movements are very important to understand. Look, the first wave went to 11 million. We had wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Now the second wave, I suspect, might go to 40. Wave 1, now wave 2, and then we'll get some third wave. Maybe it goes to 30. Let's see if it hits one of these fib lines. But anyways, I got some DMs from people saying, oh, I'm up like a ton. I bought 10K and I made a bunch of money, took my profits already at 18 million. Always take your initials and some profits at the levels that you have previously thought of. But yeah, there's really not much to add. Just wait for that 40 million level to hit. I hope you have taken some profits. Now it's just, big W, big win for everyone watching the show. Please start trading on Axiom, leave limit orders. You need to understand the importance of limit orders, and also using a platform like Axiom to trade, where you get all of the trending dex screener, all their own trending, which gives a lot of lower market cap stuff. And this is the best platform to trade memes. You can also track influencer wallets. Look, Yer is buying this. Yer is a very smart guy. There, you can see people like Frank D Gods, what they're buying, etc. I hope you have enjoyed this show. See you guys tomorrow with more alpha.